It should have a name. It's not the same thing as an title. It has a title. It's okay. I'll find it. Good for you. Very proud of myself. I took a nap. Yeah. That's great. Oh, that actually, I'm very jumpy. That scared me for some reason because I wasn't expecting anything. Sorry. Okay. Okay. How do you like? I'm education.
You also gotta find like economic injustice.
So are we gonna talk broad?
Of this?
Yeah, this like.
So like, okay, here's what
we have the
I'm
whole
thinking.
props.
Let me
So we can find
outline
it.
this. So we have an intro, and then we're gonna do information, because that's like the main point.
That's how you spell that.
Thank you. And then should we do
No idea what you're talking about.
economics and then education?
Yeah.
Because in order to understand why education is so hard to achieve, we have to understand
Yeah, the economical
the
impact
economic
of
state of the world, etc. I was referencing something like
fossil
that.
fuels and a dying ecosystem.
I mean, I
guess
do.
that would be like
I don't know
the
what it's
economical
from, but
or
I know
economic
the
injustice
reference.
impact on the fossil fuels on the ice caps or something like that.
Oh, I'm just carrying you along with me. That's why it's pink on my screen. It's just from this one person who's like, can we talk about the economic state of the world? Conclusion.
I think in our conclusion we want to mention that it's a cycle. Like,
Here,
or an intro. We could either
like that's one of the things we want to talk about.
or
I feel like cycle is a good way of like, these are all the steps and it's gonna keep happening.
yeah. Okay then. Yeah.
Does that make sense? Do you have any thoughts of why? I don't know if you feel left out. Oh, okay. This helps me figure out what I want to do now.
So we just look for articles?
Yeah, articles and stuff like data and stuff like that.
What's most recent update on that?
Can I make a wish?
Yeah. The first part of what we have to do is there's like 3 parts of this project.
If it's a Devon website.
Okay, so, okay, who wants to do intro? I could do conclusions.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with your
Or
issue.
we could split the work.
I think we'll just
Would you
For now.
want to just try just doing the words?
Oh, I found it. It's on my screen.
What is that one?
The second one.
Put those
I don't know if it was the second one or if it was the one on my
Okay,
computer.
so I'm just gonna say cost, I'm gonna talk about the cost of education in general. Or, so what I also think we should do. Now, in our conclusion, we can talk about how this specifically impacts immigrants, or we can have an entire paragraph just saying like, these are all the points, and this is how it impacts. And then a conclusion, or we can just make our conclusion connected to it. That would work. Yeah. Okay. The connecting, yes. Okay, I'm gonna float.
When I say economic impact.
So you're gonna talk about how shitty the economics are. Like you can talk about inflation, how much more expensive the housing costs, like
When was
that's maybe something we can talk about in our
really, really close to
you know what I mean? Like as you want like them.
as recent as you can get.
I thought that my topic was like my paragraph is going to be
Once a year.
yeah.
But 2022 is like that, but we're already 25, yeah, it's a little.
So the way I was thinking about it is that we would talk about it as separate like parts. So then, I guess for immigration, you just talk about like the difficulties with immigrating in general. So like the prejudice they face, like trying to get jobs, that kind of thing, like talk about it in general, and then conclusion could be like the economic impact.
It's not a source,
of immigration,
it's
the educational impact of immigration, that kind of stuff. Okay.
Let's see.
This one's dated Navajo time. And it's dated November 17th.
Okay. You talk about it also. Okay. I'm gonna take your guys' word for it, because I know you guys put it on the papers.
That's going to be based
And my
on data
strategy
that we get from
with
elsewhere,
papers is
so I'll make
always
sure that you.
that, because I think about it too strictly.
Quoting where they citing.
So I think more
Good
times
start,
would be,
good start.
it's like more free.
Yeah.
I really need to work on that, because I'm very.
I think the
My
outline
computer
is
fucked up.
important.
She really fucked
You
up.
have to find out
My comp teacher thinks
what source are they using, and then you go there.
I'm not just stubborn, I'm like, I just want my grades. Well, I didn't end up working anyway.
Go there and see if it's, when it was last updated. In this case, a more recent update is not good, because the material, because data is being removed.
I'm not even gonna do a specific.
Okay, so I need to talk about educational, so like it being difficult for immigrants to get education, obtain education, is that right? Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna drop a bunch of them. So would it be okay for me to talk
So
about
with the resource, I don't
Yes,
know.
I think
Your ChatGPT, it was
Who was that website?
No, I'm not gonna focus.
Oh, is it just?
Yeah, it was December 2024.
I think that 2024 date should be okay.
So, I was just reading this article. I did work on it this weekend. The economics of caregiving for others,
Economics is hard.
That's-
So you have to.
We get very, that, Jim will back.
It's logical.
What they said, they're supposed to say, hey, you could maybe, go do and see if they can do data there, looks like you're scrolling past data. Ooh, that looks interesting.
Yeah, because it's just. In what industry by state, and this is, that mothers are employed. Hospitals, food services, education, et cetera.
It's not at the end, though. Alright, so. American Progress, you might go there.
It's devastating.
That website. See what, I've never heard of it. See what's going on with that.
How long ago was it?
It's hard to say, but, 2022 seems a long time ago, but it depends on the issue too. Like they're looking at environmental impact on the conservation, you probably want very updated stuff. The stuff that they're looking at is minimum healthcare. That might not change as fast.
Maybe I should
Changes
use
are
your,
problems 3 years ago or 4 years ago are still problems today.
Masters of
So what do you
Science.
think, Patrick?
okay, I'm gonna use this then.
Economic factors affecting African Americans.
I would love that.
Yeah, that probably hasn't improved
I used this website for
recently. So,
my
run it by me, find something and run it by me.
I'm not saying here.
2011.
It was fine.
That's a long time ago.
Okay. Okay. I'll see if they look for it.
Director of Immigration Law and Policy.
What do you find it?
It talks about how the sea ice and gives me like a bunch of graphs and stuff about glaciers.
Graphs are good. How old is the data?
That's what I'm trying to, it goes up to 2000.
Well, no, it's past 2000. Okay, so it's 2002 at least.
You know, 2003.
Okay. Yeah, still, that is 20 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's also other data sets too.
Can't believe that's 20 years ago already.
2016. This one talks about the frozen history. Carbon dioxide levels on the atmosphere.
Yeah, but see, that's 2017. You need to find something more updated than that. That looks like great data, but it's old too. And that, if anything's changing fast, it's that precise issue. And it's changing really fast.
So, find
Did you buy them like?
No. They're supposed to match my
data.
costume.
It's like
In fact,
before.
you know what you could do for fun, just to get started? Look up just do a Google search in general on recent news stories about
Ice caps.
ice caps or glaciers. Pretty much, it's going to be the same thing. Last week there was a major story on a major collapse of a glacier.
Or collapse maybe stop. Scientists warn.
There you are. There you go.
You would know what I'm talking about. You give me the vibe.
Melting ice.
Really?
Sea levels.
You guys gonna come back there?
Yeah, we're still waiting for Bobby. I called him.
Well, don't wait for him. Go ahead. Oh, you don't know what you're doing?
We know it's about 3 people, but we don't know the exact.
Did you call him?
Do you
Yeah, I
like
can.
watch playthroughs? No. I'm reading them on. Getting them on
Immigrants. Is that it?
Yeah.
So what's yours again? Yes. And 3 circles.
I would double check, like what I did with that one person, if there was a
You,
link to
neither of you wrote it
a
down.
couple persons who wanted to write about it.
While you're in my class? You were doing that while you're in my class?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Part of me says you made your bed. Get him on the phone. You gotta get him on the phone.
Yes, I was gonna say, I have a PlayStation 4 right now, because we got,
How we doing?
when the PlayStation 5 first came out. And now I need PlayStation 5, because I realized all the new PlayStation 5s are coming out on
Okay.
PlayStation 5. And I believe PlayStation 5, I thought PlayStation 4 had that. Oh, wait, but my, like, PlayStation 3 came with the last
Hey, what date is that?
New York Times.
No, like the date. Like when was that published?
It's the one about.
There's a TV show that's posted.
That might work.
Oh, I was like, okay.
It's just talking about
It's a
how
really good game.
if you were to burn all the world's coal, oil, and natural gas, it would be enough to melt all the ice caps.
Okay, because we also have to connect this to like the Bible and stuff,
Yeah.
testaments, using the Old Testament and the words of Ambrose.
So you gotta connect our data to that?
Yeah, like verse.
Environmental injustice impacts
I have to, but yeah, dispatch is an issue, PlayStation 5, also the other games.
Impact.
But, it's kind of like decision trees game, but then there's like a randomized, like, you pick the right super villains to go on, super, they're like,
It's like in general, that's what.
Yeah, apply that theology, apply the theology to said ecosystem and what would be different.
Are we focusing?
It would overlap with stuff about ice caps, some like the Old Testament, some other stuff. I have a recording somewhere on this.
Are we focusing on US
For example,
or just
that,
What do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and find the stuff.
so, it will be apparently 100,000 people.
Because I think, if we use US born, like me, yes, like I
That's a
don't,
very specific outcome.
I think we should talk about your parents.
So you're,
So you might wanna,
your parents were.
this for general information, she gets
Here.
Because I think if,
You're from Utah, aren't
Are
you?
you having, are you having?
I know that. It's in Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, not
they
Colorado.
have a little bit of.
Colonies firm.
What?
Right, because their parents established it.
Not Colorado, but it's in Utah, Arizona, New Mexico.
Yeah.
That was what I was thinking.
Okay, well, I talked
With a
about
big old pole.
children.
Yeah, look at that.
So yeah, your part is difficult because you have a lot to cover.
I wanna know what living.
I would
This
talk about
card has your names on it.
difficulties in general with immigration.
I know, but it, so that, but what's below it doesn't have anything to do with your names? It looks like that was all done at the same time.
Or are you this one? First generation. Both or just first generation?
If it has your name above it, it wouldn't be for something that he did before you.
Talk about going to like.
I never thought of that before, but now it's very good.
We can look that up.
Where did it come
Three of
from?
them.
You're good.
And
I
you
feel
were-
like since we're only talking about first gen, maybe like if your paragraph is thick enough, I like to do it.
Yeah, I would say leave for final, see how much you have, just talking about.
Social mobility.
Yeah, how economic injustice affects mothers who work for
And then if you're like, I feel like it's
And then we can adjust what we talk about
Yeah.
too.
trust, I don't write very
Dude, this is good stuff.
Well, it seems like that's something you're really passionate about talking about too, so it's not like I'm trying to talk about that. You know?
Anything interesting coming up?
Talk about how.
No, that was my
Yeah. There's a lot there.
But yeah, if you're actually like.
Where are they getting their information?
I haven't gone
At this point, you go to, you can come back and read the article. But you want to find out where they're getting their information and where can you get more specific concrete data. Right in the text, most certainly, almost, that's what journalists typically do, they talk to somebody and then they quote them. You seeing any of that?
A recent study on blue
What's that?
hydrogen.
Three chapters, what does that mean? What's a chapter? It looks like it's a geographical area.
I've seen this one as a recent study on blue hydrogen conducted by the Institute of Energy Economics and Financial Analysis.
Find out if they did make an official, if anybody does have an official position on hydrogen development.
I found one.
Yeah, let's give you breakfast. So if we meet up during, wait, are you guys leaving? Cause I really shit.
It's okay, but you could maybe do something.
Yeah, or, I mean, if you guys can bring them somewhere.
So
But we do need some like input, some time to work together.
Yeah.
And we can FaceTime.
Yeah, well, that's exactly
But I think
the
that's
source that they are using.
That's like,
Short is fine as long as, but if it supplies you, and what's the data?
They probably won't allow them to
Acceptable.
I will, I think it's very important that we both, or we all try to see him enjoying himself.
We like peer review.
Peer review sources are good. You can use popular journals within reason, knowing that they're biased. And also they're, like these guys over there, those popular journals are gonna cite somebody. And you can go to their site.
And I can send him some here.
I'm fine on
I can send his feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is really.
Just
They sign,
like-
okay.
Right, yes.
The hard part.
thinking.
Do you have El Paso with us?
Pardon me?
Do we have El Paso?
Mm-hmm.
And then do we have like Wednesday, Friday tomorrow?
No, on Wednesday, we'll be doing something else, and on Friday, we'll be doing something else. I'll talk about it at the end of the class. But this is the only class day that you're gonna get to work on this research, which means you have to, from today on, you have to do this out. Which is cool, because at least now we're getting it sorted out, what resources are valuable to you, and which ones are good sources. What are you guys finding back there?
We're gonna try it one by one.
What do you mean one by one, what?
Like,
No, put them all three together.
oh,
Put them all three together, that's your topic. Otherwise, you're gonna have too much on them that's not gonna be relevant. So put all three of your circles into your search. Do that so I can see what's gonna come up with.
So, our plan, I wanna see if this works. Our plan is, so we're gonna have an intro, and then we're gonna talk about the three parts separately, and then like figure out how they all work together.
I don't, it's not wrong, I won't tell you not to do it, but it seems to me that what you really want is, you know, you want the intersection of those three circles.
Yeah, so where will we get to? I don't know. Like, what are you looking for?
I want you, the first part of the presentation is going to be, gosh, you're working on the same document, right?
Yes.
Because it was magic or something. You want to tell us exactly, as specifically as possible, the nature of the problem. Who is being affected, how are they being affected? And if there's any other salient points.
So then, are we doing it at presentation, or are we just doing a presentation?
You're doing a presentation and then you're doing a paper at the end of it.
What grade you are right now?
You look at it,
So we need to write a paper, and then we need to condense it down into a presentation.
look at your syllabus. Just 1 second. Can I, would you? There, it's, you're moving too fast for me. Ma'am?
Is he a punter and he played rugby? What? He's a punter and he played rugby? Yeah, he's probably one of the best punters in the world.
There you go, it's final sign. Project proposal, presentation, project evaluation, and final reflection paper.
Rugby punts are like, I like the thing now.
Each student will write a final response.
Yeah, well done. So who is
Each
this?
student will reflect on the
Where is this coming from? What's the source?
I don't know, urban.org.
Can you go to their homepage?
So we need to make.
Maybe go back to
It's
that.
a PDF.
It's a PDF that comes in Word, it's had, how it's someplace.
Like,
I don't have to be treated.
What is that? Go back. That's not it, is it? Go, stop, don't move so fast. Oh, yeah?
Each
Yeah.
group will present the 20th in town.
Urban Institute, that's what, so click on that and see who they are. And, how old is their data?
Each panelist will discuss the theological response.
That sort of thing.
Panelists should
Who wanted me?
respond to one another, acknowledging limitations and limitations in the theological responses they and others respond to. Panelists should model a collaborative approach to problem solving and the generation of responses to the justice issue as the center of the discussion. 10 to 15 minutes should be allotted for questions and answers. Each panelist is expected to participate equally in the discussion.
So, okay, what I'm hearing is that we have to write our own papers, and then we come together and essentially share the main points of our paper during the panel.
What we need to do is we all need to keep writing our section.
That is gonna be. So,
That's what I'm thinking, but instead to bring the word, I don't think the solution is the word they use, the theological response. So we need to have our own opinions on how to resolve the issue.
Well, I wanna know, we wanna know if it's a reputable source, and if it's, and we wanna know if it has a bias, and we wanna know how old the data is. Those are the three things that you wanna know, before you commit to using it. And even if it is a bias, you can still use it, just be aware that it is.
And I also don't think that he actually wants it to be.
I think so.
Because he had us, he gave us a feeling.
you got it.
You're getting the information.
Yeah. I'm still gonna write. Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, it's hard for me to get into page length, so I was more worried about that one myself. I will definitely have to clarify that, because I'm thinking.
To things like that, whatever that is. LIE Association, Engineer Association. So that's, oh, that might be worth clicking on. Yeah, there's links there. All of those links. Here, it's not right here. Heck, that's it now. You good? Yeah? You good?
Yeah, I just find more sources after church.
You do? Excellent.
Well, no, after, like, I do it 2000.
You mean before, earlier? Oh, right. Well, yeah, I guess you're stuck with what you can get, although you might try this. It's worth in a couple of places. I just did a general Google search and see if there's a newspaper or a magazine article on something. Well, you can't use them, but you can use who they use. And that might be more updated. Try that. And that would just start with a Google search of your 3 words.
assistant secretary.
Go back, everything has to cite something.
Yeah.
Okay, so Claire and I think we both think different things of how the project is supposed to go, so I'm gonna clarify with you, and then she can tell you what she thinks.
Okay.
So what I understood from the syllabus is that we're supposed to, each of us write our own papers, and then the theological response that we gather, we're going to compare during the panel.
Yeah.
So it's more of a panel discussion than it is a one paper divided by three. So the panel is the three of you, the paper that you're doing is each of you, yes. But you can prepare it together. You're using the same data, same
Can
information.
we submit the same paper for each of us?
No.
So we need to write 3 different papers,
Uh-huh. From your perspective,
and then we compare our perspectives during the panel.
in the panels, exactly, exactly.
So I'm just gonna have
Wait.
but I'm not gonna tie in their points, or like,
In your paper, you mean?
yeah, cause if I'm focusing on the economical aspect, do I just talk about economics, or do I tie it into also education again?
Your paper is a theology paper, so it has to have a theology part, right?
I
got
think,
that part.
I think,
So I'm saying that you guys seem to want to divide the 3 circles out and focus on each one of them. And I don't think that's helpful to you, and that's also a lot more work for you. So
I think it's, we're trying to divide it so it's less work.
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
otherwise, you need to talk about, well, not you specifically, all of us need to talk about each point ourselves. And then we come to our own conclusion, and then the conclusion is what we compare during the panel.
Can 3 different artists use the same material with the same assignment and come up with something different? And what will be the basis of that difference?
Personal experience.
Their interpretation of what it is that they're doing, their take on it. That's what the papers are. The individual papers is your take on it, which can be, and probably, I mean, I don't suppose they're going to be wildly different from each other, but the paper is supposed to be your take on it.
So right now, we're just gathering a ton of information for all of us to use.
Right. That you can, that you're dealing with the same, you're starting with the same starting point.
Okay. So I think we can still keep it split up like this. I mean, at least this is how I'm gonna write my paper. I'm gonna split them up into 3 sections, and then the conclusion's gonna be my theological response.
You're basically just explaining the assignment about how, when I started.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Like the whole class.
So I was gonna say, yeah, it works, then we can just leave it like this, and then we can all come back to the same thing.
Hey guys, this might be helpful, if you can just pause on what you're doing and pull up the syllabus, and go to the part of the syllabus where it talks about the assignment. Let's get some clarity on that. Okay, page, what, guys over there, what page is the assignment on? A page of the syllabus?
4.
4?
Bottom half of 4 and into 5.
There you are, right there. All right, so the final project will be treated in class and outside of class in the 3rd unit, blah, blah, blah. Demonstrate the collaborative problem-solving skills for a constructive disagreement that leads to creative theological responses. So, I'll come back to that. The proposal, you've already picked your topic, that's what that is. The second one is a presentation. So the presentation is like a panel, there was 3 of you on a panel talking about the same stuff, got it? And then the paper. Thanks for letting me use you. Good here. The final reflection paper, 900 words. Each student will write a final response paper reflecting on the project, et cetera, How can the Catholic perspective deepen one's understanding of what it means to create a more just society? That's the question that you are responding to. Is that clear? So, your three different perspectives on the same question, but you're working together to make sure that you all have access to the same information. Yeah?
Are we each supposed to have like a different lens on it, or is our lens just us?
Three different people looking at the same question might very well have three different points of view.
Okay.
And maybe you don't, maybe you arrive at exactly the same conclusion.
Okay.
But how did you get there? Okay?
So then do you want our papers to be 3 pages long or do you?
That's what it says in the syllabus. You know how I hate that, but there it is.
And then, when is the final thing? Is it due the same day?
No,
Is our presentation not kind of?
they're due on, the final exam period.
So we give our.
Who's up first, by the way, just for fun?
What do you have?
Who's up first? Probably on, I'm gonna guess you, the first papers are on the 3rd. Do you know?
No, I don't. I
No,
can't.
December 3rd.
Do you have them written down which days we said we'd go? Cause I forgot.
Aren't they supposed to be on your cards?
Oh, we wrote maybe.
That's only.
Are they?
Third.
I think it's in November.
You know what, I don't have anything for the board.
None of you wrote it down
I forgot, I think.
off the board?
I'm pretty sure I did.
I know in our group, I don't know.
All right, so,
Ours is the first one on the 12th.
Okay, we're
Okay,
going
that's
on
what I
the
was-
December 5th.
On when?
Okay. We don't know.
Well, whatever the last day was. There was the first one on the last day.
Oh, I see. December 10th.
Okay, it's not then.
Wait a second. This is J, isn't it? December 8th.
Okay, so
I know we're December.
Huh?
I know.
I forgot which one, I think what time we go.
Yeah. I
So
think
you do know when you're presenting?
Yes.
I don't think we picked that up yet because the last.
Two people or the groups with similar
You can
things
find
go
it out.
together.
Yes. So the last one was on the 8th.
Just two per, right? Two groups
Supposed to
per.
have like similar-ish topics. I think we have similar-ish topics.
That was the way I was trying to get it to work.
So like, how have you seen it done in the past, like successfully? Like, people just have like note cards and stuff, or do they just?
This particular strategy of doing things I've never done before.
Okay.
But, hey, since the general question's asked, you don't mind my interrupting you. You can have note cards, for sure, because you do wanna have, it's hard to keep data in your brain. You can have slides on a PowerPoint if you want, but whatever you do not read your PowerPoint and do not read your index cards. Talk, all right? The index cards are your cheat sheets,
Okay.
not cheat sheets.
So basically, our presentation is just presenting our findings, and then our
It's really
paper,
just the
our
three-
paper is how our findings correspond to the question.
The paper is each one of you responding individually. The presentation is a panel conversation between the three of you that we're listening to. Here's what we are talking about, here's the background information, here's what I think, et cetera, et cetera. Remember that you're not trying to solve a problem here, because actually, that's asking way too much. What you are trying to do is figure out, what does the common good look like? Imagine that you are consultants, you are ethical consultants, and you've been hired to address the particular question that you're looking at. What do you come up with? Is it possible that each one of the three of you would come up with a different answer about what best serves the common good? Yeah, that's why it's not really a presentation as much as a panel conversation. Okay, since I have interrupted you, and since we're almost out of time, this is the only day that we have to spend on you guys working on your data collection. You got a good start, and I think you now know how to find information. Make sure that you get that done. You don't have to have it done by Wednesday, but this is the only day that we're spending on it in class. On Wednesday, we're going to be looking at the theological sources. And we'll do the same thing on Wednesday that we're doing today, except that we'll be looking at our theological sources. You're going to pick out what tools you're going to use. And then on Friday, we'll workshop what does it look like when you apply the tools to the specific situation and see how far you can get. That's the plan.
Why didn't you say something?
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were a table
I thought you guys put your, when you were presenting on your cards, but apparently you didn't. So, let's see if we can do this real quick.
You have it moved.
The dates, they begin on the 3rd.
I thought you were people that share like No, but only 2 people can be on the 5th, and we're on the 5th. How many people can be on the 5th?
Heads up here, one person from your group, come up to the board and tell me what date you think you're presenting. It's, the 3rd, the 5th, or the 10th. Just one name. I know who your groups are.
I'm gonna guess we did the 5th. 5th? Yeah.
How many groups are in? Good go for a day.
Thank you. You did who? Oh, they'll grab that.
They are different names.
I'm gonna do the 10th. I'm gonna say the 10th.
The 10th?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
There cannot be 3 groups on the 5th. There's only 2 groups per day. Except on the, 4 groups on the 10th. One of your group has to move to the 3rd.
We're with them. I know that's where
Yeah, we are together.
Yeah, we're together.
Are we good to go? So wait, there's no one on the 3rd?
Somebody has to be on the 3rd.
Because now all of a sudden there's a 5th group on the 10th.
There's too many groups on the 10th. There can only be 4 groups on the 10th and only 2 on each of the other days.
Wait, why can there be 4 on the 10th?
So that's
Because it's twice, the period is twice as long.
Oh, okay.
Alright, this is
Wow.
not working.
This 2-hour period?
Okay, so some people were on the 3rd who didn't.
Who wants to volunteer for the 3rd?
Where are you?
Yeah, we are together. We have it in her book that we do know we're on the 5th, so.
Look, I'm gonna have to assign somebody. Here's the deal about the 3rd. If you go on the 3rd, you get more slack in terms of grading, because,
Take the 3rd. Go, Joe. Go first and 3rd. Yes, sure, Joe.
but you also get picked on. Verbally.
Anyways.
3rd, yeah, there we go, Joe. I like it. You go first, it's the easiest grading. First group's always the easiest grading.
Don't do that, what is that?
Oh, no, they.
I hate this.
These are final.
Children, you are children.
I'm so happy that it's gonna be easy for us. We just have to make sure we talk about, we do have to, we can talk about both.
Place to go.
But
Yeah,
we
you
have to
can
make
go.
sure we all agree to talk about first US one. Because otherwise our discussion isn't gonna be as good.